Well, hello, mamas. Hello, everybody. We are here to talk about type 4 learners. So, this is the last type of learner we're going to talk about in the series. If one of these types of learners doesn't sound like your team, let's talk. Schedule a free one on one with me, a talk with Jesse at the link below. If one of these videos does sound like your teen, definitely an even more reason to talk. So many types of learners, so many things going on, trying to make sure you know that your team who does any of the things we talked about, let alone all of those other issues may happening now, that happened in the past, that unfortunately might happen in the future, all come down to one thing and one thing only. Your team does not know how to learn. So, mamas, let's talk about your teen who's given up. Your teen who just thinks nothing works, like nothing sticks, nothing's ever going to, be good. Nothing's ever going to make school easy. Okay, if that's your teen right now, make sure you drop a GIF down below for me, an emoji. Let me know that you know that I'm here, that I completely understand what you're going through. So definitely do know if your teen has given up, your teen just thinks school is just not for him, that it's just always going to be hard. I want to know. Drop a GIF, an emoji down below for me. Okay? So type 4 learners, that's what we're talking about. Unfortunately, they have decided, teens, tweens, college students, who nothing's working. Every year they just seem to struggle. Every time they take a new class, every time they sit down to learn something, they think they're just not going to get it. They think, I can read this 15 times. Someone can explain it to me 10 different ways. I'm never going to get it. That is a type 4 learner. Okay? Because there are some teens, like we talked about earlier this week, that the teacher explains it and they just get it, or they feel like they already knew it, so they don't have to study. We've talked about kiddos that are just sure, no, I really should sit down and spend hours upon hours upon hours of this, lots of practice, lots of rework to get it. That's a different type of learner. We've also talked about the kiddos that kind of do well at some things and some things not. Maybe a certain subject, certain area is a problem. Those are all different than type 4 learners. Type 4 learners, like I said, have just given up. They've gotten to the point where there's no consistency. They don't know why they are struggling. They just know they're not getting it. Okay? So, like I said, if that's your teen, I want to help. Book a call at the link below. I also want you to subscribe to my Facebook page for Ace Cookie Tutoring, the YouTube channel for Ace Cookie Tutoring, because I am Jessica Coulter, the CEO and founder of Ace Cookie Tutoring, bringing you all sorts of videos about study skills, about school, about learning for you, for your teens. Okay? Because I got to tell you that type 4 learners, that's what we're talking about today, that it's not the end of the road for them. Okay? I want you to know it can be helped. We can make it so your teen loves school, knows how to do school. And it literally comes down to, does your teen know how to learn? Because your type 4 learner who's given up, who thinks nothing's working, has not had enough consistency, enough wins, enough successes yet to realize, okay, if I do this way, it works for me. Okay, so that's where I come in, help your teen go, okay, you're a visual learner. So that means when you take notes, do it this way. When you are figuring out your goals, we need to make sure we put them here, we write them like this, okay? Or when you're trying to get yourself organized, you manage your time, you need to use this type of calendar, this type of app, this whatever, do it this way based on your learning style, based on your personal preferences, based on what I know is going to work for you, based on what you implement, and then we actually get to tweak it, perfect it for your team. Okay, so type 4 learners, I'm worried about the mamas. I want you worried about your teens, your tweens, your college kiddos at home that are all types of learners, because things like homework, things like tests, things like seriously just turning in homework or knowing when the next project is are all things that are minor. And you might not feel that way right now. Your teen might not feel that way right now, but I can help and make them feel that way. Okay. So I want to be here for your teens. I want to help them love to learn by teaching them how to learn. And, first up is to book a call with me. Totally free. Links in the description. So be sure to click that so we can set up a time to talk, so I can find out how I can help your teen love to learn through my Love to Learn study program and some one-on-one tutoring. So have an awesome day. We will see you next week for another series all about teens, about school, about learning. Have a great weekend, mamas. See you soon.